Okay. First thing I want to start off with, can I get a raise of hand who likes Skittles? Okay. Um, as you can see, I am holding a bag of Skittles right here, and I have passed Skittles out to you individually, and y'all can do what you so please with them. But in this informative speech, I will be saying how Skittles are actually terrible for you to consume. I know a lot of y'all won't like to hear that, but it's it needs to be said. So, why are Skittles getting banned? And what is the problem with processed foods? What's the issue with that? So, first off, let me just read off of this label right here. So, Skittles has blah 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 amount of sugar, blah 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 calories, blah 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 this, blah 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 sodium, and this is only half the bag. It's widely known that processed foods are unhealthy. Reese's, Skittles, now Doritos, even fruit with like the GMO thing that was going on a couple years ago. It's known that processed foods, especially Pop Tarts, I forgot about that. They're just terrible for you. And Skittles should be banned alone by how terrible they are for you to consume. But according to Susan McDonald of Hartford Healthcare with her article, Are Skittles Dangerous? She states that the coloring additive used to give each candy its brilliant red, yellow, orange, and green coloring called titanium dioxide is a known toxin and unfit for human consumption. So this makes the case even worse. They're already severely unnutritious for you, and now it is found that titanium dioxide, which is unfit for human consumption, is found in them. But another interesting thing is that according to the Center for Food Safety, Mars, the company that owns Skittles, said in 2016 that it would phase out all of the use of titanium dioxide in its products over the next years. This obviously hasn't happened yet because it's 2022, and it said in 5 years it would be completely panned out, and it's been a year after that. And the FDA knows this, the EU is looking into this, and that's why this just came up. This is why in 2022, a year after Mars said it will be banned or it will completely be eradicated, it's not. It's not getting fixed, and that's really a problem with this. It is a DNA altering chemical, and that's why this is pretty important. According to the researcher Robert H. Schistel in his article in the Cancer Research Book, Volume 69, titanium dioxide nanoparticles induce DNA damage and genetic instability in vivo in mice. And if you know, we always test on mice because they have really similar DNA structure, and it's the closest thing to home we can do humanely, if there even is a way to explain that. And going back to this, like how I said the DEA, FDA, not the DEA, the FDA, they don't really care about this is because it is not just titanium dioxide that is being slipped through the cracks. There is bromide vegetable oil, and that is another substance that has been banned in the EU and other countries, and it's in Mountain Dew, and people drink Mountain Dew every day, and the US just doesn't care. This whole argument, or this whole thing being brought up, is strictly from the EU. The EU first called out Skittles and found titanium dioxide in there, and Mars said, if you give us 5 years, it will be clean, and it just hasn't happened yet. So so what do we do now? First off, it's no way in our fault that we consume toxic food. It's it We shouldn't be held accountable for food supplied to us and cleared by the government is just filled with DNA altering chemicals. It's not fair, but we are smart enough to know we shouldn't be eating this food. we know candy is terrible for you, and we know soda is terrible for you. If you take away all the toxic chemicals found in any processed food, it still is linked to heart disease, uh, obesity, just a lot of bad stuff. So that being said, it would be smart enough for us, if we are very smart species, we should know we should just eat what has been supplied to us: beef, potatoes, lettuce. We shouldn't be eating candy out of a neon red bag. It's just not smart. And in the news article, these U.S. staple foods are banned in other countries, by Denise Craig of the Nextdoor Media Wire says that Little Debbie Swiss rolls have been banned in Norway and Austria, and I don't really think that's a bad idea. So to wrap this all up, they're getting banned because of titanium dioxide being found in Skittles, and processed foods are generally unhealthy, and it should just be banned, and the FBA should be held accountable for what it has been doing. Thank you.